Welcome to another episode of Treasure Valley QuickTips. What it is I started bought a franchise back in actually September 2018, and it's a once a month professional networking groups that I run, and by that I just get to meet a lot of cool local business owners, and today is a perfect example of that. So Bethany, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, thank you, Scott, so much for this opportunity. I have loved being a part of your meetings and events, and I think that you're offering a great opportunity for the community. So thank you for that, and thanks for having me.
Awesome.
My name is Bethany Mikitish, and I own Do Work Nation with my husband, Joe, and our mission is to help at least 1 million business owners. I'm always telling him, how about 10 million? He says 1 million. So we're in a debate about that. So our goal is to help business owners create time and money freedom. And we do that by teaching marketing, mindset, strategy. We are really big on referrals. So just basically anything anybody needs for their business, we're like, come to us, we will help you. We'll either introduce you to the right person, or we know how to help you. We teach you how to do it, whatever. So that's kind of what we do in a small description.
Cool. I know we'll unpack a little bit of this, because Do Work Nation's kind of like, it's just kind of blossomed, over, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And so you say you help people. Well, let's talk about on the online. You guys have an online university kind of a deal. What's up with that? Because I'm a member of that. So
yeah, so we have Do Work University, which is a series of online trainings that have everything to do with organic marketing and organic growth for your business. So it started out being created for businesses that are small, and they aren't ready to buy ads or pay marketing companies large amounts of money every month to grow their business, and they have more time than money. And so we start out teaching how to use Google Maps listings, how to use Nextdoor, how to optimize your LinkedIn, how to manage your time properly, how to do referrals. So it's all these courses that are in bite-sized videos, like 10-ish minutes long each. And then so you can just go through at your own pace and get everything, kind of get the whole foundation set up for your business, so that you can, when you're ready to grow more, you have the foundation created.
right, I think that's awesome too. And I'll tell you, I mean, it's like for business, other business owners, that it's kind of a no-brainer. But when it comes to, it's like $27 a month.
Exactly.
I mean, that's like crazy. That's like
exactly. Yeah, we want it to be really accessible for the business owner. The business owners that we used to be when we started out, we didn't know what we were doing either. So we wanted to make it really easy for people to get access to quality information to help them grow their business.
Yeah, I've heard several people say that, talk about how my Google Business Maps and what Joe's done. They've gone through that course for $27, and some of them actually have signed up. He does free online courses too, and then also, but have gone through just that alone. They said it's like drastically increase the business. I mean, there's a local painting company recently that he had mentioned, and I can't remember what it was, but I mean, it was significant growth. I'm talking like, I don't remember what it was, but it's like 300-400% growth just by going through those courses.
Yeah. And it's amazing because Google is a free platform, so it costs you nothing to use it. But if you don't know how to use it, and you don't understand the way Google works, and you don't know what to do to make Google like you,
right.
It's really hard, but it's like, once you know what to do, it's quite simple, and it doesn't take that long. Under an hour a week can massively impact your business if you know the steps to take and what to do.
Yeah, that's awesome. So there's a lot of courses, that people can take and stuff. So we'll kind of segue into you. So what's kind of your role in the whole Do Work?
So I manage a lot of the back end, and I am kind of I'm the mom of the business. So, I manage our actual kids and our businesses. So
And your husband?
yeah. You know, somebody has to do it.
That's
So
true. That's true.
we have kind of a good division of roles where I know what I do and I know what he does, and we try not to go in each other's lanes too much.
Right.
And I'm really a lot on like the mindset and the kind of attitudes, and we're both visionaries. So sometimes we have to like do some ebb and flow with the who's going to actually implement the stuff, you know, because we both just have 300 billion ideas every single day. So we both have to remind each other, hey, we got to actually, you know, finish this thing before we start 2 million other projects.
Right.
Yeah. So that's kind of what I do.
Yeah, and that makes me think like how do you balance that? Because I know you have a couple kids between you and Joe, and how do you balance that work? I mean, to be a mom, a wife, a business owner. I mean, how do you balance that?
So the short answer is I don't. I I integrate. And this is something I learned a couple years ago, because there were a lot of times where I was insanely stressed out. I would just like have mini breakdowns, or I would just be crying in the bathroom or something, until I learned that you just have to integrate everything. So I've involved the kids more in the business. Like if you see us, you'll probably have met.
Oh yeah, I have seen your kids at yes.
Event.
Yep.
And we homeschool them as well. So it's kind of more like an entrepreneur incubator for kids around here. So we just like combine all the parts of our life. There's no like, oh, we get done working at 5. That's not a thing. But sometimes we stop in the middle of the day and go take care of our horses or something like that. Or I take the kids we have a homeschool co-op that we do and every Thursday. So we go to that, and, you know, I stop in the middle of the day and do that. So it's more about just mixing everything together and finding a flow that works. And so that's what I always tell people. Like, there's no balance. Balance is not a real thing. It's a matter of integrating everything and finding a way that works for your family.
Right. That's a great way. Like, I've never even heard that, but no, that's a great way, because, you know, people are always talking about, I love the way you see it, to kind of just integrate it. And in thinking about myself, that's kind of, for my wife, you know, when I was going to buy the franchise, she, you know, said, I said, what do you think? She said, of course you should. It's what you do anyway. You know, so it's kind of like,
yeah, it's
kind of what kind of like you and Joe, kind of what you guys do is kind of all integrated, kind of into what you're doing anyway. And you bring your kids in. So no, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So, I and the viewers might not know, but so you have the online do work, university. And like you said, you all the different classes and stuff people can do on their courses, courses, and are in bite size. And like I said, I've taken several of them. I really like them, really good. And then also along with that, you guys have some in-person, like meeting things. How does that work?
Yeah, so we have a couple different things. One, we're passionate about networking, just like you are. So we have several events that we do. We have a pizza lunch that we do once a month. And then we have an evening mixer that we do. And then every Friday we have a barbecue lunch. And those are all just networking. And then we also do live trainings. So all of our trainings, they'll have like a live in-person workshop. And then we also have a Zoom option so that, you know, it's more accessible to more people. And then we also do full day boot camps. So those are all of our events. So right now we're working on finishing up our calendar for the rest of the year. So we're pretty excited about all the events we're creating.
So that was something. So your and what do you call them? The in-person trainings? Is that what they
workshops? The workshops are like
a
half a day, and then the boot camps are a full day.
Okay. So give us a couple examples of I know, but like listeners, like what are some of the classes that Joe teaches?
So the last one we did was called The Right People, and it was all about recruiting the right people for your business, and also knowing like when you need to hire which roles in your business. Like where is your business at in the growth cycle? and who are you ready to hire? And maybe you're not ready to hire and you need to get some processes in place first and then hire, and how to find the right people to partner with, how to find the right people to create referral networks with. So all about like who you need to be with to grow your business or to reach your goals, whatever they are. And then coming up this month, we have Google business profiles. So Google My Business, which is the Google Maps listing, has had a lot of updates recently. So they kind of got rid of the old way of managing it. So we have a new workshop, which has been Joe's probably ultimately most popular workshop ever, is the Google business profiles. So that is going to be pretty exciting. And we have those links on
When's
our
that coming up?
There's two of them and they're this month. I don't have the dates in front of me.
Okay, that's.
But I can send them to you so you can put them in the link for the.
Cool. Yeah, I'll put them in. I'll put them in the notes. Yeah, because like I said, I've had some people do Joe's trainings, and can't remember if it was a marketing or what it was on. It was in person, kind of like how to.
Yeah. And he had the marketing execution boot camp was another one he had somewhat recently, and that was I think that was a full day.
Okay, yeah, I think it was. Yeah, because someone said really good things about it and said that Joe did a good job.
Yeah.
It was like a deep dive.
Yeah. It was like really like creating your whole branding and marketing, content, and then having a plan for actually doing what you came up with in the workshop or in the boot camp.
Yeah. So it's like, it just seems like the do work just keeps morphing and getting.
Yeah, we're always trying to find more ways to help more business owners. So last month I started Do Work Ladies, which is a twice a month get together for the lady business owners. Every first Wednesday we do coffee, every third Wednesday we do lunch. And then we're going to have more events for that too, that I'm really excited about. So yeah, just always expanding.
That's cool. So you're heading that up?
Yep.
Awesome. See, that's it. Now you get, so what, so that's kind of your baby doing that, those groups.
I never call it my baby, but I do feel excited about it.
Those are, what is it? Those are your that's your deals that you're going to handle that.
Yeah. And I'm I'm creating something a little different. Not that no one else has done it, but it's not so much about like, hi, my name is Bethany and I do blah, blah, blah. It's more about going deeper and having like just a broader ability to connect and like build connections with other women business owners and talk about like real stuff that we don't necessarily normally talk about in business meetings, like spirituality and like feminine energy and how all those things play into being a business owner, especially as a woman.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, like I said, because it's and then all those things going in, like I said, as a businesswoman, and then right behind that, you're also, a mother. And I'm sure sometimes that men don't have that, the same perspective as, like Mott, like I said, my wife is wonderful, and I envy her every day. but that she can talk with other women that kind of, can understand her better on that.
Yeah, it's just a different connection. There's nothing like better or worse or anything like that. And I also support men having men's only activities where they connect on things, because you guys have your own issues and your own like situations and challenges and whatever. A lot of people are apparently not into that. They're worried about getting canceled or something, but I'm like, well, I guess I'll start a men's only group.
Hey, so what's something that I know one thing just because of Facebook, I follow you and stuff, and I know you. But what's something you're super passionate about that a lot of people probably wouldn't know about you?
Yeah, so I'm guessing you're thinking about the horses, which
that's what I'm thinking about.
It's pretty obvious. I'm obsessed with horses. But I think something that people probably don't know, or maybe they do, I don't know, but is I'm really just obsessed with people trusting themselves and believing in themselves. It's probably like the thing I'm the most passionate about that fuels everything else that I do is like, I want people to know that they're powerful and that they have the ability to create anything they want in their life. And a lot of people don't know that. And I didn't used to know that. And it's been like amazing finding that out and then acting on that and creating. I'm kind of living the dream life over here. And like everything isn't perfect. I have ongoing challenges, but
Right.
for everybody to know, like, even if your life is hard, you're in control and you can create anything you want and change anything you don't like, so that's what drives me to create what I create.
And then that's what is that kind of something you're passionate about, like helping other people kind of overcome?
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you do classes on it yourself on anything like that?
Yeah, I'm putting them together. I do mindset coaching, and I also do one-to-one coaching. I'm really the most excited about one-to-one coaching because I love to connect with people and find out like what's going on in their life and their business. And because of my experience with like integrating all the parts of my life into one life, I can see where people are and like where there's disconnects and then help them. I just ask a lot of questions and help people figure out like how to just feel better.
Yeah.
Like, what's the point if you're not having fun, and you're not feeling good? What's the point of working so hard?
I know I've heard it a million times different ways, but it is so true that your biggest obstacle is yourself. Look in the mirror. Is your mindset.
Absolutely.
It really, I mean, even though everybody talks about it all the time, I mean, it's true. I do it with myself and talk to other people and watch interviews of famous people. And you think, how could they, think that they could do something? And they have the same, insecurities as anybody else does, but it's just trying to get past those.
Yeah. And just observing and finding out what it is, because a lot of times we just don't even know that we're limiting ourselves, and because we've been thinking the same thing our whole life and we never even realized it was an issue. And then once you stop and start observing what you're saying to yourself in your mind, then you can go, oh, I want to rewrite this. And then you can change whatever you want.
Well, that's cool. Well, hey, this has been great. We got kind of a quick kind of overview of everything, but this has been great and I really appreciate it. And if anybody want to reach out to you, talk about your women's group or talk about any things we've talked about, what would be the best way to reach out to you?
Yeah, anybody can find me on all the social medias, Bethany Mikitish, the last name Mikitish.
Cool. And I'll also put your information in the show notes too.
Yeah, they can email me, whatever.
Cool. Well, I appreciate it.
Are open.
Awesome. It's been great. Hey, I appreciate it, Bethany.
Thank you again so much.
Hey, no problem. Have a great day.